Alright, so for this test, we're going to slide in some ChiTu Systems in here. They wanted me to test out a resin. I picked Conjure Resin. I've been looking at it for a while. I'm just kind of interested on how it's going to perform. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be this kind of similar to K. Could be wrong. I don't know. I just really wanted to try it. Now, I'm going to say this. Sorry, ChiTu. I hate these bottles. I hate these bottles with a passion. Like, don't use this bottle anymore. That's all I can really say. This bottle's so not user-friendly. There's really no other way to describe it, right? Like, let's also throw some shade. This bottle, no. Let's not use this bottle anymore for TH72. It's the only one that looks different. Like, this is a standard bottle, like the LOU Jupiter, right? It uses this as its refill. So I think that's the bottle that should be kind of the standard. But here's why I don't like this bottle. First of all, the lid on this thing. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Right? Look at that. Look at that thing. It is like a freaking buzzsaw. If you get resin in here, good luck ever getting it out. Trying to close it. Oh, yeah, we're going to go ahead and close it, right? So you got your gloves on and you're closing it and you're, going against the buzzsaw. And so now you got to change your gloves because you messed your gloves up. So out of that, that's my one complaint with this bottle. Probably maybe the outlier here. I don't know. The plug itself was kind of hard to get out. I just do not like this design. Who was it? I think it's eSun. eSun uses the same thing. I had enough of it, and I basically just threw out all the resin. Or I switched it to another bottle. Anywho, now I got that off my chest. I'm sorry. Conjure Rigid. Let's see how rigid Conjure Rigid is. So this is a this is a dusting resin. There's no non-dusting properties in it. Validation matrix came out perfect for the settings online that it's in support. There's some flex pre-cure. Let's see about post-cure. Definitely some flex to it. Okay. It's kind of surprising. Okay, broke on number 2. Just to verify that there is no anti-dusting properties in it. We can scratch it and we see that there is dust particles. They do have a line in this Conjure, I think it's like Conjure Sculpt, that I want to say it's for anti-dusting, and perhaps I'm going to try that one next, if they allow me to, just to see how that one does compared to the anti-impact in M58 that I've currently been using. The model itself looks really good. I like it. I like the dark black color of the resin. It's very dark. Very, very dark. Even for a black resin, like a lot of the black resins, they tend to have it's like 90% gray, so it's not like pure black. But this one definitely does feel pure black. So I know that this resin is going to dust. I'm just kind of want to see how these small pieces are going to do, because that's usually where the fault is found. Like on this piece. Let me zoom in, right? So we have our ankle, and that ankle, it's thin. There's no other way around it. That's a thin ankle. So on a lot of resins, that part ends up breaking, and that's normal because most resins aren't meant for something like that and to hold weight. So as long as I can get everything assembled, then I think the test is very successful. in my opinion anyway. I would like to possibly mix Conjure with something else. I mean, yeah, I mean that feels good. It feels like a very durable resin. I could potentially see uses as either as a standalone resin or as a supplement to another resin to increase durability. Joints, I mean, they snap together, they feel good. Small parts feel small parts is where it's at, and as long as it can do the small parts, like I'm happy with it. The smallest droid I have is Skylu's pit droid, and that thing has been a pain to try to print and get it to articulate as much as it was designed to. Yeah, I mean, joint feels good. It all went together. After a couple of movements, you can definitely tell it dusted because now it's quite floppy. If I can get this out, we'll see. Just for all the tests to verify that, you know, it does in fact dust. And that's what dusting is. It's just slowly wears down the outside and messes around with tolerance. So that's why we don't use this type of resin for this type of application. That being said, I think it's very, very strong and durable resin. Yeah, I think it feels good as a standalone resin for some parts. So yeah, I'm happy with this test. I'm happy with this resin. Not happy with the bottle, but it is what it is. So on to the next one.